Hi everyone, my name is Kiana. Today I'm going to be presenting on dyslexia. According to IDEA, dyslexia is formally classified as a specific learning disability that centers on a language processing disorder. Neurobiologically, it specifically impacts phonological processing, which means word levels reading, decoding, and spelling can be highly labored for these students. In clinical spaces, you'll often hear it called a specific word reading disability. But the absolute most crucial thing for us to remember as educators is that dyslexia is a mechanical barrier and not an intellectual one. When we look at what causes dyslexia, the research shows clear genetic markers and structural brain differences, particularly in how the brain connects speech and written text. To identify it accurately, a comprehensive assessment approach is used, measuring things like reading speed, phonological awareness, and rapid automized naming. But out in our general classrooms, what we're really looking for is what can be called a hidden profile. This is that profound, glaring gap where a student demonstrates incredibly advanced critical thinking, deep conceptual reasoning, and vivid oral expression, yet their written output is reading fluency feels completely blocked by something that in their brain that they cannot control. Let's look at how this impacts the actual daily high school experience. Because high school is so heavily exam driven and these are often timed, high stakes testing acts as a massive discriminatory gatekeeper. Timed tests don't measure what a dyslexic student knows. They can just measure how fast they mechanically process text. This creates an exhausting academic treadmill. Our students experience intense anxiety, physical stress, and can feel micromanaged. But if we look closer, these high schoolers are also displaying extraordinary internal strengths. They are incredibly determined. They budget their time meticulously, and they constantly advocate for their own learning environments. They are fighting a mechanical battle every single day. So, how can we support them? We shift our mindset completely to universal design for learning, or UDL. Instead of trying to fix the student, we remediate the restrictive curriculum. First, we must honor and assess oral expression. Let's separate conceptual brilliance from mechanical writing. If a student's written response on a test looks weak, pull them aside and ask them to explain it to you orally. I'm often surprised and amazed by the sophistication of their actual knowledge. Second, normalize assistive technology. Provide audiobooks and introduce speech to text or dictation software. Research shows that when you remove the mechanical block via dictation tools, the writing volume for dyslexic students frequently doubles, unlocking the repressed intellect. Finally, we protect their dignity by erasing the deficit discourse from our staff rooms. Dyslexia means a brain is wired differently, not poorly. Let's offer systemic second chances for assignment retakes, guarantee their legal rights to extend testing times, and build tight alliances with school counselors and parents. When we build that scaffold of equity, we don't lower our academic standards. We simply open the door for those brilliant minds to fully show us what they can do. Thank you so much. Let me know if you have any questions.